A very pleasant good evening and welcome to another edition of TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports. My name is Scott Beeman. So glad you could join us from wherever you are in the world. We are online and worldwide as always. And we're here at Northeastern High School where it's the 4-1 and ranked 13th in 2A Centerville Bulldogs led by head coach Cal Padgett. And they're visiting the many-time defending conference champion Northeastern Knights. They are 3-2. Centerville 3-0 in the TEC. Northeastern 2-1. Centerville wins. They will set up a showdown next week with Hagerstown, also 3-0. If they lose, it sets up a outright championship possibility for Hagerstown or a log jam at the top, depending on what goes on. So, with that being said, we've got, after the break, we've got interviews with both head coach Cal Padgett and head coach Mike Roeder. We'll be back in a second with those. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Coach, another nice win for you guys last week. Things are rolling along, and I know you feel good about your football team and how you're playing right now, but you got a couple of big ones coming up. We'll get to those in just a moment. Go back to last week. Talk about another nice win.
Union City's, I kept telling our kids they're a good team. For some reason, Centerville's always struggled against them. The past 30 years, they're 15-15. Actually the only team that we don't have a winning record against in the past 30 years. So there's just something about Union City that gets us every time. And they got us last year, and we were getting back. And we came out a little flat, and they had a big play to start off. But I was very proud of our kids, how they responded. Once again, didn't get their heads down or anything. They knew that we're going to be fine. We're going to get back to doing what we do. And they had a couple nice little game plan things to try and stop our running game, which once we were able to figure out what they were doing defensively, made a sideline adjustment there in the second quarter, and we kind of took off from there. So I was very impressed with how our O-line played because they were able to adjust to what they were trying to do schematically. And then our running game really took off after that.
You know, you'd mentioned last week it was kind of a little bit of a slow start too. I like the way you guys are adjusting as the game goes along.
Yeah, that's been the best part is just how seeing our mental progression this year and how they're becoming students of the game. And we're really literally able to stuff that, last year we had to wait till halftime, and some teams probably had to do that. We can go make those adjustments on the fly because I do have two guys I have three linemen that come off the field, and then I have my tight end and two other linemen are back on the field for defense. So I talk to those three, we make an adjustment, and then they go in and relay it to them. So they did a real good job of that, and then we started taking off. Chris Pritchett had been injured. Thank God he was back and able to play. He came out running hard and got a lot of those hard yards, and then Cody and Reese were able to capitalize off how hard he was running with some of our counter plays of that, and they had a couple of big runs to really spark that second quarter for us.
You and I talked previously about the guys up front and the job that they do, and you have to be very pleased that they've adjusted the way they have and the way they're playing right now too.
I am, and honestly, I love it because I coach the O-line. I'm an O-line guy, and that's something, even as a head coach, I can't give it up, and I'm just so proud of these guys. And just how hard they play, how well they play, and how they're just playing as one. And the communication I'm seeing out there, and that when you look at it, that's why our offense is just really plugging away and doing so well. It's those six guys up front, counting our tight end Cole Cooper. They are just, every play their motors are going whistle to whistle, and they're just paving a path for our running backs.
And they never, this as well as I do, they never get that ink every Friday night. They just do the dirty work and go back out and do it again.
You're truly an altruistic person if you're an offensive lineman, and you don't really need the accolades or anything. Your joy is in the success of your teammates, and these guys all embody that, and they live it and love it, and I just could not be more proud of them. And they got their biggest test coming up here the next 2 weeks.
But it takes a special guy to be that offensive lineman. As you said, you can't. If you're not going to get the headlines, you better be ready just to do your work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys we got up front there, Eli McCoy, Jacob Craig Mile, Colin Snyder, Fred Calderon, and Noah Norp. They're just 5 kids that, they're just great kids. Like, if I had a daughter, I'd say, please date them, because they're just great kids. They work hard in the classroom, too. They're the consummate student athlete. And I think that's another reason why it all, transfers from here onto the field, and that's why they're having success out there as well.
Have you found, before we talk about this week, I know your chemistry is really good on this team, but I watch them come out to practice, and they all seem to get along, and they all seem to really have a bond on this football team right now.
Yes, they really do. And I always preach it, unity, discipline mindsets are saying unity is the key. And you got to be a family. And when you know and see these kids when they're hanging out in school and out.
Hey, Coach, before we talk about the game coming up on Friday night, I know you have a special message for a young man that's in the hospital, and certainly want to send all our thoughts and prayers to him.
Yeah, I do. We had an athlete that got hurt in a JV game last week. His name is Brendan Berry. He came up for a tackle and hurt his neck and had to be transported down to Indianapolis. He's down in Methodist, and I think he's going to be transferred over to Riley. He's going to be okay, but we went and visited him, and I told him, I'd say, hey, so Brendan, this is our shout-out to you. We're thinking of you, and can't wait for you to get back soon.
It's football, but it's still a family, isn't it?
It is, and we found that out over the last few years. A lot of things have put it into perspective.
Coach, you have a huge football game Friday night, and you talk about a great matchup, a rivalry between two schools. It doesn't get any better than this, does it?
No, this is our rival. It always has been, and because it's such a big rivalry, we've seen strange things happen, and it doesn't always go the way that the odds makers say, and it's going to be a good game. I can guarantee you that they're ready, we're ready. There's no doubt in my mind that we both have a game plan that's going to be effective. So it'll come down to how we execute. As always, I always say this, and it's going to come down to turnovers probably, but we expect it to be a close game all the way through. We have not lost a TEC game on our field in 4.5 years, and we just told the boys this over there, and that's something we're kind of proud of. So that kind of puts it into perspective what we expect when we play here.
You guys have handled that pressure pretty well, though, don't you think, overall this year? Again, you're champions for 4 years in a row, and I just think the players have just handled it well.
Yeah, they have, because I'll be honest with you, we had a lot of turnover. We've seen that before and managed to weather the storm, and I think we're weathering it fairly well this year. We've had some tough breaks, some injuries and things, but that can't be used as an excuse. Everybody has injuries. We know that. Everybody has tough breaks. So we're proud of our guys. They have handled it very admirably.
Coach, talk about Centerville specifically, a football program that was hitting some tough times, and then Coach Padgett has kind of got that thing turned around a little bit. But I tell you what, they run the ball extremely well, and they're tough physical kids.
My apologies for the quality of that audio. We had a couple of interviews with both Mike Roeder and Kyle Padgett, but for whatever reason, can't seem to get that to work real well. Either way, I can give you what you need to know here is we are about 3 minutes away from kickoff here, and like I said before, Centerville 4-1 coming into the game. They're actually ranked 13th in the Associated Press 2A poll. Their only loss this year, a 39-7 loss at Delta. Delta is, of course, a 4A school. But what you can question here, and what the big storyline here for Centerville is their 4-1 record for real. Their wins are against Tri at home, 41-6. Shenandoah is an impressive win, 41-27, and then a woeful Lincoln team on the road, 45-0, and Union City last week, 38-6. So the questions being asked of Centerville will certainly continue to be asked here tonight with Northeastern, Hagerstown, Union County, Winchester, the four traditionally top teams in the TEC, at least for the last few years. For Northeastern, it's Mike Roeder, and he's 3-2 this year, unaccustomed to being kind of away from the top of the TEC. They lost 28-0 in their second TEC game. They beat Tri 26-0 last week to be 2-1. But there's serious questions offensively for the Knights, and it starts with the quarterback position. Isaiah Loftus, 10 of 21 for the season, with 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's got a quarterback rating of about 65, which for high school players isn't that big of a deal, but still it's pretty low. Now Dylan Benedict, not much better, 11 of 34, so we're going to see a lot of running here tonight, lots of running clocks as well. We are short a camera guy at this point, so we're hoping to get him to come here relatively quickly for kick, and we'll be able to get this thing started. 2 minutes to go. We're going to take a break on the Farm Bureau pregame show, sponsored by my good friend Kevin Shear and Farm Bureau Insurance. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and, of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Back at Northeastern High School, it is TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports. As the home team here tonight, the Northeastern Knights take the field. They're wearing the all-green, thankfully. They have a set of gray jerseys that makes the numbers very difficult to see. But they're wearing the all-green tonight, so we'll be able to follow along tonight with no question. Around the TEC tonight, let's first review what happened last week. Of course, Centerville beat Union City. We were there for that game. Hagerstown beat Union County 39-6. Northeastern beat Tri 26-0. Winchester beat Lincoln 36-13. Tonight, around the TEC, of course, we have Centerville at Northeastern here tonight. Tri at Hagerstown, Union County at Lincoln, Winchester at Union City. Richmond will travel all the way to Logansport for tonight's game. That's a pretty long drive. I've done it many times myself. It is no fun, that's for sure. Once again, we are looking for our camera guy, and if we happen to get our camera guy, then we'll get you video for this. Otherwise, we may have to go audio only, and if we do, I'll do my very best to help you out. So, offensively, it's worth mentioning, we talked about the lack of passing game for either team, and what they don't have a lack of is rushing game. Cole Ritter for Northeastern, 107 carries, 662 yards, averaging 132 yards per game with 6 touchdowns. Chris Pritchett for Centerville, 78 carries, 457 yards, He's up to Reese Van Dievender. They've got more of a three-headed monster, whereas Northeastern more of a featured back. Either way, lots of running plays here tonight. So, coin flip is done. Northeastern won the flip. We're about ready to go. So they're going to defer, and they're going to kick it off here. Centerville will receive it, and we're about ready to go. And we are almost certainly at this point going without a video so we'll have to go, and it's on the roof, and I'm not on the roof. So there's about a 0% chance that we're going to get anybody to follow that play right there. What we're going to do is we're going to try to do our very best to get that video for you. All right, we're about ready to go. You can see the kickoff in front of you. It's about all you can see. We will see what we can do otherwise, but I'll do my very best until we get our camera guy ready to go. So my apologies for the lack of video. Our camera guy is not here, so a line drive kick is going to go right to an up back, and he's going to do, and his fumble. He dropped it, and I think he just fell right back on top of it. We're going to see where they... That was Cody Witham, the up back. He tried to do a little shake and bake there and almost cost his team dearly, but they'll start off on their own 41. And that'll be Dylan Benedict. The junior quarterback, 5'11", 175. We talked to you about his stats. Not terribly a running quarterback either. Only 90 yards rushing this year, but he's under center in the wishbone. He's looking to throw out of the gates. He's looking at a nice throw, and he finds his man, Cole Cooper. Cole Cooper with a quick strike. So 10, that's about a 20-yard. That's a 19. We'll give it to Cole Cooper. So about 20 yards for Cole Cooper. He is their leading receiver, and you can see why. Nice catch there, and if he just kept his feet, he might still be running. This will be handed to Pritchett off the left side. He'll rumble forward, pick up 3 or 4. We'll call it 3.
Pritchett with a rush, gain of 3 yards.
Wishbone again for Benedict. Up back is Cody Witham. He'll pick up 2. It's worth mentioning, Northeastern has lost exactly 2 games in the last, and I want to say I got to do the research here. I want to say the last 3 combined years in the TEC, both to Centerville, not counting this year to Hagerstown. Shotgun now for Dylan Benedict, 3rd and 5. Screen pass here, finds his man. It's Peyton Van Winkle, and we'll see where they spot it. He's got the first down. It's good for 6. Needed 5, got 6. So 1st and 10 now, and they're inside the 30 of Northeastern, 29 in fact. Pitch here is to Pritchett. Looking for a hole, found one off the left side, still running. Far sideline, gets knocked down, picks up Give him 16 on that in my sure to be wrong statistics.
15-yard gain by Pritchett.
First and 10 now, and the scoreboard, they don't have it on the ball on, so Pritchett up the middle. Picks up. Give him a yard.
Pritchett with a 1-yard gain.
Second and 9 inside the 20. Inside Van Devender. Still rumbling forward. Still rumbling forward. Close. Touchdown. Touchdown. Reese Van Devender. A 14-yard touchdown run by Reese Van Devender.
Rushing touchdown by 33. Reese Van Devender.
So Centerville scores first, and I've been told that my camera guy went to Centerville tonight. So he's on his way, and we will get you video as soon as we get him here. I can do a lot of things all at once. What I cannot do is be on the roof of the building and sitting in my seat at the same time. So Dante Torres on for the extra point. Little ground ball snap, and it is good. 7-0 Centerville. So on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 7-0 Centerville, 8:49 to go here in this one here in Northeastern. Northeastern now getting ready to get its first grab of the ball. We'll take a break, come back. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Back at Northeastern High School, 8:49 to go here in this one. It's 7-0 Centerville. Northeastern yet to possess the ball. They'll do that shortly on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. A 14-yard touchdown run by Reese Van Devender, and quite honestly, other than, unlike previous years, a relatively easy drive for Centerville. Dante Torres ready to kick this one off, and he's a professional, folks. High and deep, fielded by Quantrell Gemin. He breaks the tackle. It's not Quantrell Gemin. It's Griffin Bride. Gets it out past the 30 to 32. So Griffin Bride gets the ball back. 32 yards roughly. So Northeastern had a little trouble with their personnel. Who's running on the field is Shane Berry. 10 seconds on the play clock. It's back down. It's Loftus. In the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side. It'll be a short handoff. No. Yes. To Cole Redder, and he breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Spins out of another one and gets all the way to the line. Gain of 14-15. Of course, they're missing Connor Bray. Their leading returning rusher out with an injury. So 15-yard run for Cole Redder. Just on the Northeastern side of the 50-yard line, 49. First and 10 now for Northeastern. We'll get a flag there, or at least a stoppage of play. Flag, in fact. We'll see what the man in the white hat says. I just now noticed there's no man in the white hat. false start on Northeastern, pushing back 5 yards. That is the first time. There's actually no official referee here tonight. I believe there's short an official. Or somebody forgot their white hat. Maybe it's reversible and he forgot which side's out right now. I don't know. 5, first and 15 now for the Knights. I've been told that my camera guy's on his way. We'll have video for you, or at least video beyond what you have on your screen right now, shortly. First and 15, Loftus in a shotgun. Hands it off, and we'll have another whistle. And we're going to get an illegal shift on Northeastern. So Northeastern going the wrong way.
Clock started again on the Knights, 5-yard penalty.
So 10 yards, and it's the first and 20. Off the right side, it's Redder. He'll pick up about 3 of those 15. He's got 2 carries, 18 yards. Second and about 17 or so. 16 officially on the scoreboard. Shotgun in for Loftus. Split wide receivers to the near side. This will be Quantrell Gammon. Tries to make one man miss. Does. Breaks a couple tackles. Nice run there by Gammon. Picks up 6 or 7 after the play. So 6 or 7 for Loftus. We'll give him 7. Gammon to his 4th catch of the year. He's got 3 catches, 33 yards on the season. So 11 yards per catch coming into today. And brings up a 3rd and a not necessarily manageable 11, but better than it was before. 3rd and 11 for the Knights. A couple of penalties hurt them here on this drive. Loftus rolls out right, looking to throw. Looks for his man, almost picked off and incomplete. It was intended for Hunter Kirkland and broken up there by, I think it was perhaps maybe Cody Witham. So punting unit out. It's homecoming here at Northeastern, so we'll have an extended halftime. We'll see if we can't fix our coaches' interviews and get those 2 at halftime. High kick, and that was not fair caught. Dangerous there from one Ryan Dickinson, the freshman, who didn't fair catch that and had a green jersey run right by him. Centerville will start on their own 25. So Centerville will start it off on their own 25 and try to build on their impressive opening drive. This will be a pitch. It's Pritchett. Off the left side, looking for help. Can't find it. He's going to lose a couple. In fact, he'll lose 3.
Pritchett with a 2-yard loss on the rush. Brings up 2nd down and 12.
4 carries, 17 yards. Am I sure to be wrong statistics? Second and 12, maybe 13, 12 and a half. Option here. Benedict keeps it himself, cuts it inside, gets into the secondary, still the first down, still going fumble. Ball's loose, and I think that's a Centerville recovery, so we'll give it 13, 14 yards on the run for Dylan Benedict.
Fumble recovered by Centerville. They'll take over on their own 37-yard line.
Brings up a 1st and 10 now at the 37 or so. Hands off, it's Van Devender. Falls forward for about 5. That two-headed monster we talked about, 3 really,
on the rush.
Combined is, they're getting, the math in my head here, 834 yards rushing between Pritchett and Van Devender, compared to the 662 for Cole Redder, virtually by himself. I guess you want to throw Dylan McDaniel in there, as Van Devender will get another run there, gets another 3. That junior, then it's about even.
3-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 3.
Third and a couple here for Centerville. Centerville dominated Union last week in the trenches. Cody Witham didn't get touched before 1st down, and Van Devender can't get there. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 4th and just a little bit closer. Give it 4th and 2. If you want to get in contact with us, tell us what a good job we're doing. It's at Scott on the Air on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us where you're listening from. We've had people from as far away as Florida this year so far. Traveling folks that are watching/listening to the game in their car. Tell us where you're listening from. We'd love to hear you. 4th and 2, punting unit out here for Dante Torres. Back to receive it. Wesley Mull. Mull slips and falls down. Had a little room there, and he fell down to 30, so that's where Northeastern will take over. So back-to-back punts here after the impressive first drive. Northeastern will take over on their own 30.
Knights, 30-yard line.
We'll also try to get you as many scores as we can. Hagerstown scored first, speaking of scores. Leading Tri 7-0.
Official timeout.
It's a water break here, so we're going to have to take a timeout. Timeout on the field for water. We're going to take a break, try to fix our video, see if we can't get that a little better quality. We'll be back. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Back at Northeastern High School, we think we've maybe fixed the video here a little bit. Get that a little smoother for. It's a water break. It is the first day of fall. We just had a water break. 1st and 10 from the 30 for Northeastern. It'll be Redder. Cole Redder loses a couple. Couple yards lost there. Lincoln up 6-0. 8 minutes to go in the first half over Union County. A bit of an upset. Union County's been one of the pleasant surprises of the season so far. Up the middle is for Northeastern is Cole Redder again.
Redder with a 5-yard gain. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7 as Redder picks up about 6. 4 carries, 22 yards for Redder. And he's going to get the bulk of their carries. He's got 107 carries already this year. Compare that to Chris Pritchett for Centerville, only has 78. Third and about 7 now for the Knights. Loftus looking to throw. Can't find anybody. He's going to get sacked. Loss of about, we get a loss of 9 there for Isaiah Loftus.
Loss of 9 there on the play by Loftus.
And they can tell there the inexperience from Isaiah Loftus. First season starting quarterback, and he just couldn't find anything to do with it instead of just throwing it away or running. Took the sack. So punting unit out. 2 back for Centerville, and this is an end-over-end kick. That's the aforementioned Ryan Dickinson, who is not afraid at all. I was impressed with him a couple times we've done Centerville games, and we've got a flag on the field. That's twice he's received a ball in which there's a lot of green jerseys in front of him. It's a good way. Leveled. So we'll see what the score is, see what the flag's about. And we got to. There's no guy in the white hat anymore, so I got to figure who that is. Personal foul. Illegal hands to the head on Centerville, and that'll be 15 yards, an automatic first down.
Hands to the head, Centerville.
They're going to march that off. 15 yards from the spot of foul, and after the change of possession, so they're not going to get a first down. It's not an automatic first down. I was wrong on that. It was after the possession, so they're just going to move Centerville back from where Dickinson stopped. It looks like it's about a 10-yard penalty, so I was wrong on that. I don't think he got all the way to 50. So from the 34 from Centerville, it's up the middle, and that's Van Dievener who gets in the secondary and tumbles forward, gains 11. Gain of 11 for Van Dievener. He's got 33 yards on 5 carries. Van Dievener again. Another good run from Van Dievener. He picks up 5.
Van Dievener with the rush for 5 yards.
The Northeastern defense struggling a little bit here so far. 2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. This will be Pritchett. He takes a big hit and picks up 2.
Pritchett with a 2-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 3.
First quarter here is coming to a close, 20 seconds. We'll see if they get another snap off. And they'll do it. 9 seconds. They're not going to run another play. It is the quarter. First quarter. 7-0 Centerville. It's TEC Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
And that's the end of the
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone today.
Back at Northeastern High School, start the second quarter. And the Centerville Bulldogs lead this one 7-0 in a battle of top teams in the TEC. I was telling you about Northeastern's defense before the break, and they're giving up about 16 points a game, about the same as Centerville has. Now, the difference between the two is Centerville's strength of schedule, not great. In fact, it's the second worst in the conference, just right behind Tri. In fact, according to the wildly reliable Segarin ratings. Northeastern is a slight favorite here tonight. On a neutral field, Centerville will be about a 1.5 favorite. 3 points is usually what you give for home field advantage, so maybe give it a 1.5 favorite for Northeastern. So second quarter on its way now, as Centerville now at the line of scrimmage. That wishbone ready to go for Dylan Benedict. Pitch out to Pritchett off the right side, cuts it inside, gets a big hit there. I figure who that was. Let's say that was Jeremy McNew, number 77. Pritchett picked up 5. Fourth and 1. And no punting unit here for Centerville. They need just 1 yard, and I can't say I blame them. Northeast has had trouble stopping. This will be up the middle. It's Van Devender. Keeps driving his first down and a little bit more, a lot more, in fact. Still moving the pile. And what looked like about 1.5 yards ends up being about 7.
Pritchett with the 8-yard gain.
.45 yards on 7 carries for Reese Van Devender. First and 10 for Centerville. This is Pritchett. Cuts inside. Kicks a couple of hits. 2.
Pritchett with the rush for 2 yards.
Union City Winchester tied at 0 after the first quarter. Pitch here, actually handoff up the middle. Now check that, he held it. And Benedict's going to lose. See where they spot it. Back to the original line of scrimmage. He loses the 2 that Pritchett gained.
Yeah, it's good. It's ready to go. Just stop, let it run.
Third and 10 now for the Bulldogs. 7-0 Centerville. 10:15 to go here in the first half, and we're going to get a timeout perhaps.
Timeout, Northeastern.
Timeout, Northeastern. As you can see, our camera guy has shown up. So timeout, Northeastern. We'll take one with him. It's TEC Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. For the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Back at Northeastern High School, it's TEC Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports. 7-0 Centerville. 10 minutes to go, 10-10 in fact, after Northeastern timeout. Seven nothing, and thanks to our camera guy, Bill, finally got here. Nice throw here, and it's got a man. He just threw it out of bounds. A little overthrown. It was Cole Cooper, and he was wide open.
Pass incomplete. Brings up 4th down, 10.
So 3rd and 10 now for Centerville. Third and 10. Okay, 4th and 10. They didn't do the down marker, and that rolls into the end zone for a touchback. So the down marker on the far side said 3rd down, and so it was 4th down. So 1st and 20. I'm sorry, 1st on the 20. Not and 20. 1st on the 20. First down for Centerville here at their own 20. So 1st and 10 on their own 20 for Northeastern after the Centerville punt. 9:55 to go. Loftus, high snap. That's a fumble. That ball's still loose. Still scrambling for it. We're going to see who's got it. Of course, everybody points their way. Nobody really knows. And it's a turnover. Centerville with the recovery. High snap to Loftus, and he tried to shove it into Cole Redder's kind of breadbasket there, and it kind of tumbled out and bounced around and picked up by Centerville. So first big turnover here for the Bulldogs. Not sure who that goes to, Redder or Loftus. We'll just put a slash there. So first and 10 Centerville on the Northeastern 22. Benedict looking to throw. Sanabaka steps up, finds his man, can't catch it. Nico Wankerl should have had a touchdown. Both hands on it. He was wide open on the post routes and just dropped it. And Dylan Benedict just hopping up and down in the backfield there because he knew he had one. Certainly would have been a touchdown. Second and 10 now for the Bulldogs, and running play here, I'm sure, and it is. Van Devender off the right side. We'll pick up about 4.
Van Devender with a 3-yard gain. Brings that 3rd down. 7.
We'll give him 4 on that. Brings up a 3rd and 6. Third and 6 now. Looking to throw is Benedict. Looking for his man. Maybe should have been picked off there by Redder. Incomplete nonetheless. They'll bring up a 4th and 6 from the 20, and Dante Torres can absolutely do this. We'll see if they trot him out there. And they do. So the rare TEC field goal, it's like finding a unicorn, a TEC field goal. And Dante Torres, 37-yard field goal. High snap, kick is up, and it is wide left. He had plenty of leg, just not enough accuracy. So missed the 37-yard field goal. So they dodged the bullet, Northeastern does, on the turnover, and they'll end up with actually better field position than they would have had he not fumbled. So, not exactly how you draw it up, but it'll work. First and 10 now for the Knights. Pitch here, it's Redder. Goes all actually, it's Dylan McDaniel. He'll pick up 2. His first carry, by my count. I'm sure that's wrong, but by my count. Picks up 3.
And a 2-yard gain. Actually, a 3-yard gain brings up second down and 7.
21-0, Hagerstown leading. Try comes back down to earth. Feels like they do that every year. They front load their schedule at the bottom of the conference. A couple of games, maybe spend a little time on the top of the conference, and then they go play everybody else.
Timeout, Northeastern.
Timeout, Northeastern. We'll take one with him as well. It's TEC football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Not all insurance agents are the same. Choosing the right one can make a big difference in price, service, and value. That's why you should choose Harrington Hoke Insurance. As an independent agent, they don't work for an insurance company. They work for you, the client. And their job is to get to know you, your family, and your business so that they can help you develop an insurance plan that is just for you. Serving Richmond and all of Indiana since 1933, Harrington Hoke Insurance, we got this.
7-0 Centerville. 8:18 left to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7 here for Northeastern on their own 22. 21, perhaps. Redder in motion. Hands to the up, back to McDaniel, into the back. And secondary, not the backfield, secondary. Enough for the Northeastern first down. Gave him about 7.5. We'll give him 8.
And Knights fans, you know what that is. That's a Knights.
Under 8 minutes to go here. Northeastern at the point now where they kind of need to get something going here. It's Redder off the right side. Fouls his blockers, picks up 5.
Redder with a 5-yard gain.
27 yards on 5 carries for the senior. 5'11", 185 pounds. Second and 5. Shotgun for Loftus. Redder on the end around. Sweet more than anything else. Picks up 6.
And that's Redder with a 6-yard gain. And you know what that means? That's another Knights.
First and 10 now for the Knights as they approach midfield. Looking to throw. It's Loftus. Rolling. Can't find anybody. This time keeps it and gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. We'll see who that is. That was Drew Van Winkle. Sophomore linebacker slash quarterback, 5'9", 155 pounds, and had the technique down. Man, oh man. So a yard for Isaiah Loftus. Second and 9 for the Knights. Reverse. Redder. And nobody was fooled. Might have picked up a yard.
Redder with a 1-yard gain brings up third down. and 8.
Think about 3rd and 7 now for Northeastern. This is not the wide open type of offense we're used to from the Knights.
Well, speaking of Hagerstown, they're about 21 to nothing.
Loftus looking to throw. Floats it over. Finds his man. Caught. Hayden Martin.
Loftus with the long completion to 21. Martin. And you know what that means. That's another
10.
nice.
You get about a 20-yard pass for Loftus. It's a bit of a wobbler, but in the right spot. Loftus looking to throw. It's not Loftus. That was Nathan Fletcher with the throw. And Cole Redder with the catch for 7. So they're just messing with my score sheet is all they're doing right now.
Gibbon with the 7-yard completion brings up 2nd down and 3.
So, not every day you see somebody with a number 44, and it's still number 44. I'm not sure what happened to Loftus. And I don't see him anywhere. So we'll see what the
5-yard penalty on the Knights.
So 5-yard penalty against the Knights on the false start.
And 7.
And the backup quarterback apparently is Nathan Fletcher. And I don't see Loftus anywhere on the sidelines. There he is. And there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with him. There's just a different look. I did not see why he came out. This is going to be a keeper for Fletcher. Nathan Fletcher up the middle. That ball comes loose, but well after the play was over. Picked up 3.
Fletcher with a 1-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 7.
We'll give him a yard on the play. 3rd down and 7. And he's still in playing quarterback. Interesting developments here as Northeastern now driving inside the 40s at 35 now on a 3rd and 7. Under 3 minutes to go here, 2:54 in fact. Fletcher looking to throw. Back in the pocket, steps up. Throws over the middle and short arms it. So pretty much just threw that away. Bring up a 4th and 7.
Incomplete
see what
pass
they do.
the ball. Brings up 4th down and 7.
It looks like the punting unit coming on. So back to punt it away for Northeastern. Caleb Loiza. Back at his own goal line to receive. Looks like Ryan Dickinson. So end over end, that's going to land at the goal line and bounce deep through the end zone. So a touchback here for
Centerville. Starts
Centerville.
20.
So Centerville takes over on their own 20. And a largely uneventful first half. It was a dominating drive by Centerville to open the game to take a 7-0 lead. And a lot of trading punts. The defense of both teams standing tall. Northeastern with the only turnover of the game that eventually didn't hurt them on the 37-yard missed field goal for Centerville. As Van Devender picks up 5, and he's getting him in chunks now.
Van Devender with the 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Approaching 2 minutes to go in this one, in the first half. 2nd and almost 6 for Centerville. Pritchett around the right side, looking for room, gets past the first down marker and gets shoved out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out right at the first down marker. And there's a flag on the field. And it's a holding on Centerville, so never mind, we'll back it up. 10 yards of foul. So instead of a potential first down, they'll have a 2nd and 15 or so.
And we need the homecoming court to meet on the track by the concession stand. Thank you.
2nd and 16, actually. 16, maybe even 17 now. That's going to be an illegal motion there on Centerville.
And a flag's on the play.
And it's a false start. 5 yards for...
False start, Centerville.
It's going to be declined as the run that they had didn't go very far. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
That penalty is declined. It brings up 3rd down and 17.
Didn't see who the carry was. 3rd down 17, 3rd down 16 or so. Minute 40 to go, and I'm a little surprised Northeastern's not using some timeouts here. That's true, they've only got one. They've only got one timeout remaining, so that's a dumb statement on my part. Looking to throw. Benedict steps up in the pocket. Keeps it. He's not going to get enough. He's going to get a lot, but he's not going to get enough. He needed 16. He's going to pick up about 7.
Benedict with a 7-yard run. Brings up 4th down and 9.
So 4th and a ton.
And Northeastern has called a timeout.
So last timeout for Northeastern.
And just a reminder again for the 8th graders, they are giving an auction for square donuts. You need to pick up a ticket before halftime. All proceeds.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. It's TC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 7-0 Centerville. Minute 15 to go in the first half.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Back at Northeastern High School. Punt upcoming here for Centerville. And the delayed punt here by Torres, and it's a ground ball. It's going to run right up Main Street and then come up to a stop at the 35 of Northeastern. So Northeastern will take over. They got a minute 6, no timeouts, and a long way to go.
Not done so. You're part of the homecoming court. By the track, by the concession stands. Thank you.
So we'll see if Isaiah Loftus back out on the field. And it is still Nathan Fletcher. I'm not sure what the holdup is, and finally we have it. Clock is running. And Fletcher back to throw. Looking deep down the sideline. He's got a man. It's a jump ball, and maybe should have been intercepted, underthrown. Ball's a mile in the air. He's looking for Caleb Johnson.
Pass to Johnson, incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now. So 2nd and 10 here for the Knights. This will be Redder up the middle. And this sounds like it might be no Moss here for the Knights. Picks up 3, we'll give him. 37 yards for Cole Redder on 8 carries. And I don't think they're in a terrible hurry. Third and 7 here. Fletcher looking to throw. Across the middle. That's picked off. Picked off by Centerville past the 50. Into the 40. Down the sideline, tiptoes. And all of a sudden now with 10 seconds and 3 timeouts, Centerville's got something going here and a kicker that can do some stuff. So 2nd turnover for Northeastern. That was picked off by Mason Peed.
Pass intercepted by Pete. Centerville will take over from the Northeastern 35.
So we'll see what Centerville wants to do here. Some discussion here for Northeastern, for the officials. They got to get another ball. So it's basically, in effect, 1st and goal here with 10 seconds to go in the first half. There's a flag. I didn't see a flag. Illegal block on Centerville. I didn't even see the flag. So basically at midfield in the 45, they are, I'm going to go on a limb and say Dylan Bennett doesn't have the kind of arm to get it all the way down there. Nice throw here to the sideline. That's going to fall out of bounds. Intended for Nico Wankerl. 5 seconds to go here, and 2nd and goal in effect from the 45. $16 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Benedict looking to throw out in the flat, incomplete, with a half a second to go. So this one almost certainly be either downed and or just as far as he can throw it. I guess it can't be and or. I don't know why I said that. Or. Benedict looking to throw. Throws as far as he can down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete, falling to no one. And that'll do it for half. So it's halftime. Centerville 7, Northeastern 0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. It is the Richmond Area Square Donuts. Halftime show coming up is TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell. and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831. Or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters. A division of Richmond Power and Light.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physician support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never corners and never will.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1907. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski from Radio Troy Digital Sports. You know what, staying in shape isn't always the easiest thing to do. So to help assist me, I work out in just one place, that's Family Fitness. I can do everything from lifting, body pump, kick fit, body flow, ball, Zumba, CrossFit, and more. So if you're looking for a great way to stay or get into shape, check out Family Fitness Works in Richmond. Give them a call at 935-9191 or go to their website, familyfitnessworks.com. At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
It is halftime here in the TEC on Radio Troy Digital Sports. And the Bulldogs have a 7-0 lead. And I'll give you some sure-to-be-wrong statistics. We'll see if we can get some scores as well. Logan leading Richmond 21-0. And the nightmare season for the Red Devils continues. See what else I can find here. Hagerstown leads over Tri 28-0. Lincoln leads Union County 12-0 at halftime, and that is a shocking score. Now that is at Lincoln. That's to be fair. But still, Union County was the sexy pick to make maybe a run into the top 3 or 4. And that is not going to happen if you're losing to Lincoln. And that's the scores we've got. For Northeastern, I've got Isaiah Loftus as 2 of 3 for 27 yards. Nathan Fletcher, 1 of 3 for 7 yards. Dylan McDaniel, 2 carries, 11 yards. Cole Redder, 8 carries, 37 yards. Loftus, a couple of 8. One was that big sack. And Nathan Fletcher, a carry for 1. Quantrell Gamon's got a catch for 7. Cole Redder's got a catch for 7. And Hayden Martin, the catch for 20. And that's the offense for Northeastern as they have been shut out here again. In consecutive games we've called, we did the Hagerstown-Northeastern game, and they were shut out there for the game. Here they are being shut out again. For Centerville, Dylan Benedict. He's got 2 completions for 25 yards. I want to say he's 2 for 5. He's got 19 yards rushing. Pritchett, 26 yards rushing on 7 carries. Van Devener's been the star tonight, 54 yards on 9 carries and a touchdown. With him, a carry for 2 yards. Peyton Van Winkle's got a catch for 6. Cole Cooper, a catch for 19 for the Bulldogs. The storylines are really quite simple. First offensive possession for Centerville. They drive down the field and get a 14-yard touchdown run from Reese Van Devender. And then a whole series of punts until Northeastern on its own 22 fumbles it on a high snap. Centerville recovered, but couldn't get anything going and ended up missing a 37-yard field goal, and that's about it. Another interception at the end that caused no problem. So two turnovers for Northeastern. Neither one causes them any harm, and they're only down 7 despite playing I suspect Mike Roeder would admit to be not a great first half. So we're going to take another break on the Square Donuts.
They have 4 lines in the run, so your wait time should be very minimal.
Square Donuts halftime show. And we'll see if we can't get the coaches' interviews that we couldn't get in the pregame here at halftime. So on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 7-0 Centerville. It's halftime. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
The Indiana Football Hall of Fame in Richmond, Indiana was founded in 1973. Its mission is to honor the men and women who have excelled in high school, college, or professional football based on their coaching, athletic ability, citizenship, scholarship, and significant supporting contributions to the game of football. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame includes retrospection from Indiana's prestigious football history from the late 1800s to the present. When you visit the hall, you'll see the names like Weeview Bank, Vegas Ferguson, New Rockney, and Lamar Lundy. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame is located at 815 North A Street in Richmond and is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. There is no entrance fee and donations are appreciated. Take time to visit Indiana football history at the Indiana Football Hall.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Hey, Coach, before we talk about the game coming up on Friday night, I know you have a special message for a young man that's in the hospital, and certainly want to send all our thoughts and prayers to him.
Yeah, I do. We had an athlete that got hurt in a JV game last week. His name is Brendan Berry. He came up for a tackle and hurt his neck and had to be transported down to Indianapolis. He's down in Methodist, and I think he's going to be transferred over to Riley. He's going to be okay, but we went and visited him, and I told him I'd say, hey, so Brendan, this is our shout-out to you. We're thinking of you, and can't wait for you to get back soon.
It's football, but it's still a family, isn't it?
It is, and we found that out over the last few years. A lot of things have put it into perspective.
Coach, you have a huge football game Friday night, and you talk about a great matchup and a rivalry between two schools. It doesn't get any better than this, does it?
No, this is our rival. It always has been, and because it's such a big rivalry, we've seen some strange things happen, and it doesn't always go the way that the odds makers say, and it's going to be a good game. I can guarantee you that they're ready, we're ready. There's no doubt in my mind that we both have a game plan that's going to be effective. So it'll come down to how we execute. As always, I always say this, and it's going to come down to turnovers probably, but we expect it to be a close game all the way through. We have not let EC game on our field in 4.5 years, and we just told the boys this over there, and that's something we're kind of proud of. So that kind of puts it into perspective what we expect when we play here.
You guys have handled that pressure pretty well, though, don't you think, overall this year? Again, you're champions for 4 years in a row, and I just think the players have just handled it well.
Yeah, they have, because I'll be honest with you, we had a lot of turnover. We've seen that before, and managed to weather the storm, and I think we're weathering it fairly well this year. We've had some tough breaks, some injuries and things, but that can't be used as an excuse. Everybody has injuries. We know that. Everybody has tough breaks. So we're proud of our guys. They have handled it very admirably.
Coach, talk about Centerville specifically, a football program that was hitting some tough times, and then Coach Padgett has kind of got that thing turned around a little bit. But I tell you what, they run the ball extremely well, and they're tough physical kids. Talk about what you see in that Bulldog football team.
Exactly what you just described. I mean, they're a punch-in-the-mouth type of team. They like to come out and try to impose their will on you, which kind of is what we do and what we think we should be able to do. So if you're covering the game tomorrow, you'll be home soon. You can tell your wife you'll be home soon, because there's not going to be a lot of balls in the air. It'll be a lot of running and a lot of hard-nosed football.
when you talk about their running attack, what's the key to stopping that with their offensive line and what they're able to do up front with their tight end Cooper as well? They just got really, 5 or 6 good blockers up front.
Yeah, our defensive line has got to read the blocks and know where they belong when certain blocks happen. We've got to get linebackers filling. It's just the basic football stuff that every coach says, but we got to do it, and we have to do it running downhill this week. We've got to really take the defense to the offense. We can't afford to wait. So it's not a zone read like we faced last week where we're kind of slow playing. This is coming at you ISO right now, and that's what we've been preaching all week.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, can't wait. Yep.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. From pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
It is halftime here at Northeastern High School. TEC Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports. It is 7-0 Centerville as they do the traditional, we run it all the way down to 0. One team comes out, then we reset it for 3 minutes like we always do. I've not quite gotten used to that. I'll always be late. One of the things that Mike Roeder talked about in his interview with Troy was that they haven't lost a game in 4 years. On this field, a TEC game. Centerville ended and I don't remember exactly the number, but something like a 30-some-odd game or 20-some-odd game conference winning streak that started with a loss to Centerville a few years ago and ended with a loss to Centerville last year. And now here Centerville is poised to end another streak of 4 straight years of conference victories here on their home field. And as he said, it is the big rivalry. So we're about ready to go. And Northeastern's ready to go. They will receive it going from right to left. Now, Northeastern next week, they'll be at Union County, as it doesn't get much easier for Northeastern. Union County has been tough this year, although they are behind, surprisingly, to Lincoln. And right now, it's a showdown next week. I can't imagine we're anywhere else other than Centerville, where Hagerstown will visit Centerville next week. And the way it's said right now, if the games end right now, it'll be a battle of 2 4-0 teams. The winner would almost certainly win the conference. So here we go. Dante Torres puts a leg into this one. Drops at about the 11, 12-yard line, and here comes the Knights. Wesley Mull gets up the field, and they'll start on their own 28, give or take. So Northeastern will take over on their own 29 officially. Loftus back in now under center. He'll hand it off to Cole Redder, who'll go off the right side and get a couple.
Redder with a gain of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8.
And as bad as Northeastern played, offensively at least, not very many yards at all. Cole Redder had 39 yards of offense. Outside of that, you're looking at 27 yards of offense otherwise. Only down 7. This is McDaniel. Breaks a couple tackles and gets bounced out past the first down mark. He'll pick up about 9. That's good enough for a first down for Dylan McDaniel.
McDaniel with a 7-yard gain, and you know what that means? That's another night.
First and 10 on their own 40 for the Knights. Reverse air fumble. And that is picked up by Centerville. That was supposed to be reverse. It was supposed to be Hayden Martin got the handoff and tried to reverse it to Cole Redder, and they botched the handoff, and a third turnover for Northeastern. And Centerville gets the ball inside and near the Northeastern 35. Actually called the 36. So another big play there. Third turnover for Northeastern. Scored no points off them. And depending on who you credit the first fumble with, to Redder or Loftus on the exchange handoff, and what you do is that could be a second one. Here's Van Deventer up the middle. Gives him 5.
Van Deventer with a 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
So Van Deventer picks up another 5. I call it 4, 5, 4.5. We'll call it 5. I like whole numbers. 59 yards on 10 carries. Benedict looking to throw. Finds his man across the middle. It's picked off. Picked off by Northeastern's Caleb Loiza. And just like that, momentum swings the other way.
Pass is intercepted by the Knights.
So Caleb Loiza with a pick.
And they'll start this possession from their own 38.
So much like it happened in the first half when Northeastern turned it over on the fumble and they missed a field goal and they basically got the ball back where they had it before the fumble. Similarly here, back at their own 36 and right back where they started. Handoff here. And Redder picks up 6.
And Redder with a 6-yard gain, brings down and 4.
45 yards on 10 carries. That's, math teacher, but that's 4.5 yards. Seven 0 Centerville here. 9:26 and counting. Third quarter. His throw is flat. It's Cole Redder. And that's 2 points for Centerville for the takedown. And Cole Redder gets body slammed. Picked up a couple. I didn't see who did that.
Redder with a 3-yard gain, brings up 3rd down and a long one.
So 3rd and 1 here. Third and 1 here for the Knights, and they're going to get a flag. Timeouts. Timeouts.
Timeout by Northeastern.
Timeout Northeastern. So timeout Northeastern. And like what they saw, and I got some fans in front of me, you can hear them on the crowd mic. Seems a legal substitution. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Here's what I'm fairly certain of. The guy in stripes don't care what any of us think. If you'd like to get in touch with us, tell us where you're listening from. We'd love to hear from you. You can get a hold of us on Twitter. Scott on the air. All one word, all lowercase. 2 T's, Scott on the air. Let us know where you're at, where you're listening from. Give us a score if you got it. Just say hi. We'd love to talk to you about it, and you can get your name said worldwide because this is the internet, and you can listen to us from anywhere, like Bangladesh. Or you're watching this on archives, in which case it doesn't matter. Redder, all right, tries to just leap for the first down, and it looks like he got it. Needed 1.5 and got 2.
And a 2-yard gain by Redder. And that's another Knights.
Can always count on the nice folks here at Northeastern. Tell me if I missed a first down. First and 10 for the Knights. 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Northeastern side. Loftus is back in. He spent most of the second quarter sitting on the bench for reasons unclear. This handoff up the middle looks like McDaniel, and he gets wrapped up immediately, loses a couple. Now they'll give him the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10.
Hagerstown leading Tri 34-0 at the half. So it looks like Hagerstown has punched their ticket to that de facto TEC championship game next week at Centerville. Question is, can Centerville hang on here and join them? There's only 6 games in the conference, and both teams appear to be heading into that game 4-0, unless Northeastern gets a score here. Loftus looking to throw. Out in the flat. Overthrows his man. It was intended for Hayden Martin. Brings up a 3rd and almost 11.
Pass to Martin. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And we got a flag on the field here in the secondary. It appears to be on Centerville's. They're already marching back. And it's a holding against Centerville.
Flag on the play. It's holding on Centerville.
And the official still trying to mark it off and finally starts marking. It's not an automatic first down, so instead of it being 2nd and 11, it's now 2nd and 3. 2, 1, 1.5. Is that 1.5
that
again?
Brings up 2nd down and 2.
Right where I'm sitting. Second and 1 Northeastern. Redder, good hard running, still running. Needed 1.5. Got 8. And gets up, make sure everybody knows about it because he should.
With an 8-yard gain.
And this is by far and away the best drive of the day offensively for the Knights. And they've taken a vast majority of this third quarter. Centerville's had it for 2 plays in this quarter, approximately 30 seconds. First and 10, it's Redder. Cuts on the inside. He'll picks up 4. Four yards for Redder. 63 yards on 14 carries for the senior. It has cooled off nicely here in the since the sun's gone down. It was blistering at Logansport tonight, thanks to my boss, Troy. The surface temperature, and I got to look this up because the number is crazy. They were watering an artificial field at Logansport to cool it down. I wish I was making that up. It's the first day of fall, mind you. Handoff here to Redder. No, it's McDaniel. He's just running downhill, juggernaut style, and picks up 10.
Looks to be another 9-yard run by Redder. And that's another Knights.
So Northeastern with far and away its best drive so far. They're inside the 30 of Centerville, the 20 almost. A lot of wide receivers, Redder in motion. He'll get the pitch. He's got a lot of blockers in front of him, but he fumbled it. And he'll get a big hit there, and they're going to lose about 10 on the play. So a 10-yard.
10-yard loss on the play brings up second down at 10, 20.
The second down at almost 20. 140 degrees reported surface temperature at Logansport. Logansport was watering an artificial field to cool it down. That is impressive. This is going to be McDaniel, and he's going to get stood up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play by McDaniel.
Third and 10. Loft is looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. Got his man. He's short of the first down. 30. Hunter Kirkland with the catch. They're going to pick about 15 on the play, but it's going to be short of the first down.
15-yard completion to Kirkland. Brings up fourth down and 7.
Not 15. Give him 13 on the play. Fourth and 8, 7 for the Knights. 0, and it could be another timeout. They get the timeout, they get the timeout. So timeout Northeastern, it's their second of the half. It's a pretty big situation here, so they're going to need it. 7-0 Centerville, 2:47 to go here in this one. It's on Radio Troy, Digital Sports on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
On the fourth down play, into the end zone. Caught and out of bounds. Caught and out of bounds. It was complete, but out of bounds, and Northeastern will get turned over on downs. So out of timeout.
Pass was out of bounds. Centerville takes over on down.
So a opportunity missed here for the Knights. Their best offensive drive of the night by far, and comes up short. Down to their own 20. I had a rather, sorry about the silence, I had a rather large spider making a web right in front of me, and I do not like spiders, and I was afraid if I missed that thing to start crawling around, you're going to hear some noises out of me that aren't meant for air. So, I got him, though. We're good. All things are good. Right on the left side for Centerville. I don't know how many things I just missed there. 6 yards. That's not the most masculine thing I've ever done in my life. 7 yards now for Centerville there on a couple of carries by people I didn't see.
Third down and 5.
3rd and 4 now for minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Third and 4 now for the Bulldogs. Out the middle and into the secondary. They needed 3 or 4. They got a lot more than that. It's Van Devender who picked up a good 8 or 9.
Van Devender with an 8-yard gain.
So 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Minute 11, the clock running. Pitch here is Van Devender. He almost fumbles it, but he gets past the line of scrimmage, picks up 3 or 4.
Van Devender with a 4-yard gain.
Van Devender for 74 yards on 13 carries. .35 seconds to go. They're going to run one more play, and that'll probably do it for the quarter. 2nd and 6. Pitch here is Pritchett. Left side, cuts it inside, past the line of scrimmage, into the secondary, and down for a first down. He'll pick up. Pick up 12. We'll call it. I didn't pick up 12. He picked up. Call it 8 or 9. Seven seconds. I'll do it for the third quarter. End of the third quarter. Wealth Management Scoreboard, TEC Football on Radio Troy. Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Be sure to stick around for the Richmond Area Subway's postgame show. We'll announce our Subway sub of the game, star of the game. Be sure to check out the sub of the day at Richmond Area Subways, including my favorite, the roasted chicken. So Centerville with a chance to maybe put a nail in a coffin here. It's certainly not over. But we've scheduled we've bought the plot here. So it is just short of the 50-yard line of Centerville on the 47. Centerville the 1st and 10. Up the middle is Cody Witham, and he doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he loses a yard.
Loss of one on the play by Witham.
$35-0. Logansport leads Richmond. Second and 11. Pritchett up the middle. Takes a big hit. Picks up 5, maybe 6. Call it 5. I will call it 6. He was 43 yards on 10 carries. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Benedict down the field. He's got a man. If it's complete, and he can't catch it. Cole Cooper hit him right in the numbers, but he was falling down. Tough catch. He'll tell you he should have made it, but that's a tough one. Incomplete. He had a step. He was going to catch it in stride. It wasn't going to be a touchdown, but it certainly was going to be a big play. And Centerville not afraid to throw the ball. And honestly, Dylan Benedict has a pretty decent-looking arm. There's not a lot of good spirals in the TEC you see very often. He's got one of them. There's punts. Bount goes forward. So field position battle here going the way of Centerville. Northeastern will take it over inside their own 10. Lincoln leads Union County 12-8 in the third.
And Northeastern will start this possession from their own 6.
So on their own 6, Northeastern will take over. 10:43 to go in this one. And the game most certainly definitely in doubt. From the 6, rolling out. That's Redder. And after Redder, he picks up 3, maybe 4.
Redder with a gain of 3. Brings up second down at 7.
2nd and 7 now for Northeastern, and they need a lot of yards. 10:05. In motion is Redder. Check out McDaniel. Let's see who that one is. That was McDaniel with the carry. Might have gotten a yard.
Yard gain brings up 3rd down and 6. Yeah.
This pitch out right side, and that is McDaniel who gets a full forward flip, and you can tell they just don't have any confidence in the passing game. They've done 3 plays and gained 6 yards, and we're going to punt it away. So 4th and 4, punting unit comes out is Caleb Loiza to kick it away. And that is a flutter out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds inside about the 40. That's a generous spot for Northeastern. That's about right. He's getting booed a little bit. That's about right on the spot. So on the 43-yard line of Northeastern, that's where Centerville will take over. And the field position battle being won by Centerville. First and 10 for Centerville. This one's Van Deventer up the middle. He's going to get stacked up. Might even lose a yard. We'll see what the spot is. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Short gain by Van Deventer.
Second, actually going to give him a yard on the spot. Pritchett this time, left side, looking for some room, runs into his own man, dives forward, picks up a yard or 2. So Van Deventer actually picked up a yard. He's got 75 yards on 14 carries, and Pritchett picks up another yard. They're just running clock. They're to use 2 timeouts. So 3rd and 8. .7:22 to go. Benedict looking to throw, rolling out. Cuts it up the middle, still is on his feet, gets tripped up. Otherwise, that's a first down easy. Nice tackle there. Tyler Jakowski. Check that, that's 44, not 4. Fletcher with the tackle that saves the first down, and it's a 4th and 2 for Centerville. And I'm not entirely sure. You don't go ahead and kick it. And they're going. Big play here. A first down here by Centerville gets another 2 minutes off the clock. 4th and 1. They'll snap it up the middle. Van Deventer into the secondary. 5, 10, 10-5. Reese Van Deventer. A 35-yard touchdown run. As I said, 5-10 touchdown. I am not a bright man. 35-yard touchdown run. And I don't know if that's the final nail in the coffin, but it's a nail in the coffin. That's a 4th and 1, 4th and 2 for Centerville. Ends up being a 35-yard touchdown run. So Torres on to attempt the extra point. Low snap. Kick is up. And it is good. So on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 14-0 Centerville. 6:27 to go in the game. Northeast needs a lot of yards and a lot of points. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
A 35-yard touchdown run by Reese Van Devender makes it a 14-0 game. Centerville leading this one with 6.5 minutes to go in the game, and Northeastern needs a lot of points. Lincoln leads Union County 12-8 at the end of the third quarter. Wobbly kick's going to bounce into the end zone, and Northeastern will take over on its own 20.
Touchback, and the Knights will take over on their own 20. And I've also been told that pizza is $2, but you will need to go to concession stand for that. $2 for pizza. And also just a reminder,
Hagerstown leading Tri 41-0 in the third quarter, so certainly it appears to be a Hagerstown-Centerville defense TEC championship game next week. That'll be in Centerville. First and 10. So 5-yard gain there by Redder.
and a gain of 5 by Redder brings up second.
Maybe 4.5, something like that. We don't want to do, it's the weekend, we don't want to do fractions. That's Fletcher again, looking to throw. This will be a screen pass to, looks like Redder. He's going to pick up all 6 of those yards, maybe 7, first down.
And a 6-yard gain on the pass by Redder. And you know what that means? That's another Knights.
First and 10 now for the Knights. They're on their own 30, and they got a lot of time to go here. It's 5:20 to go. Another pass out there is incomplete. Intended for Wesley Mull, incomplete. It'll stop the clock, but it'll also bring up a 2nd and 10.
And if you have a ticket, I've been told you can go get your donut.
2nd and 10 for the Knights. Lots of wide receivers. Fletcher on the flat, finds Redder. Needs to make one miss, does. Gets past the line of scrimmage. Keel's still going in the secondary. Runs into his own man and ends up being a good tackle there by Tony the second.
And that's another Knights.
So ends up being a...
And if you got a ticket, your donuts are here, so make sure you pick those up as well.
Ends up being a 15-yard pass play or so. And Redder's become the leading rusher and receiver here. He can't throw it to himself. He'd probably do that too. Five yards for Redder. 67 yards and 18 carries for Cole Redder.
And Redder with a 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 5.
6-6, Union City and Winchester tied. Second and 6. Fletcher looking to throw. Low on the outside, incomplete. Intended for Tony Boyat the second.
Incomplete pass intended for Boyat.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 now for the Knights. Clock does stop at 4:04 to go. That snap on the ground, and Fletcher's got to cover it up. They're going to lose 10. And boy, whatever can go bad does here for the Knights. Brings up a 4th and a bunch. It's not the punting unit.
Brings up a 4th down and 14.
With 3:41, pretty much it appears with a punt here with 3:41 to go and only one timeout, that Mike Roeder's basically saying, okay, that'll do it. Wobbly kick there. It's going to land at the 30. Go all the way down to 22. So Centerville take over on its own 22 with 3:19 to go, and there's a couple first downs away from icing this one away if it's not already. I guess like you heard at halftime and also in pregame, 4 years. Last time Northeastern lost a conference game here on this field. So you're going to see a lot of Reese Van Devender here, I suspect. This is Pritchett, who gets folded over, but he doesn't really care how many yards he gains. He might have gained a yard. Actually, they're going to give him nothing.
No gain on the play by Pritchett.
He's 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They're just happy to see the clock running. They don't really care what they do here. If they take 35 seconds, 25 seconds per snap here, they're going to make this pretty much a done deal. And Mike Roeder electing to punt there pretty much tells me that's what they think. Looking here to find the last time they lost at home in a conference game, as that is Guy Rednauer.
No gain on the play by Redner.
He picks up 0. The last time Northeastern lost at home in a conference game be Centerville, September 27, 2013. So Centerville's been certainly the thorn in the side of Northeastern. Ended both streaks. Started both streaks, in fact. So that game on that 13th was the first of the streak for the conference. We're going to see where that goes as Pritchett, who picked up almost 10, it's close to the first down. So that game in 2013 was the last loss in the TEC for Northeastern until last year when this Centerville team beat them. That was also the last time they lost on this field in the TEC, and that appears to be something Centerville's going to put an end to here as well. Now, it's worth mentioning now, we said at the pregame that, this is going to be a test to see if Centerville is maybe for real. And now I'm not entirely sure the jury's still out on that one. And it's just short of the first down. The minute 35 doesn't really matter unless a punt comes here as return for a touchdown. This is going to be a relatively short trip. Timeout Northeastern, their final one.
Timeout Northeastern.
Timeout Northeastern. We'll take a timeout as well. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports and the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 14-0 Centerville, minute 35 to go.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they provided me over the years. Thank you to all. I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Back at Northeastern High School. Minute 35 to go on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 14-0 Centerville. And they've got a 4th and 1 here. Northeastern out of timeouts. And by and large is called uncle on this. Sneak here for Dylan Benedict. He's going to get plenty. Needed 1, probably got 4, and that'll do it. No timeouts left for Northeastern. They're going to take a couple of knees and send this one home. Centerville's going to go to 5-1, 4-0 in the conference. Northeastern will drop to 3-3 and 2-2 in the conference. Union County appears headed for, they start so far their second loss. So that actually make next week an official championship game, Centerville and Hagerstown, as there'd only be 1 game left for the 2-game lead. So, under a minute now, they're going to take a knee. See if you can get you a score of that Union County game. If Union County wins, then it's not an official championship game. But if Union County loses, then both Centerville and Hagerstown will have a shared 2-game lead over everybody in the conference. Second and 11 for Centerville. As the clock continues to run, under 30 seconds to go. And that'll do it. No more timeouts, 14 seconds, final score. 14-0, Centerville wins it. Final. We'll come back in just a couple of minutes and put this one to bed. Give you our sure to be wrong statistics and our Subway player of the game, sponsored by our Richmond area Subway. We'll be back in just a minute. It's TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hello, my name name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831. Or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Back at Northeastern High School, final score here. Centerville beats Northeastern 14-0, putting an end to a 4-year home conference winning streak for the Knights. 1 year after Centerville put an end to their 4-year TEC winning streak. Both started by a loss to Centerville and ended by a loss to Centerville in both cases. So, that puts Northeastern to 3-3 and 2-2 in the conference. I have not yet got an updated Union County Lincoln score, and should Union County lose that one, they were trailing 12-8 last I saw. Should they lose that game, that'll make Centerville-Hagerstown next week a conference championship game officially. The winner will win the conference, the loser, although technically the following week they could still tie. Officially, the TEC, they don't do tiebreakers in terms of head-to-head. But that'll be an official conference championship game. Next week, Centerville, of course, is hosting Hagerstown. For Northeastern, they'll be at Union County, which leaves only Northeastern Union County with a chance to, or only Union County at this point, with a chance to really share the conference. Actually, they're the only ones. They'd have to win tonight and hope for some help to share the conference, which would be a win by either Centerville or Hagerstown, and then that winning team losing the following week and Union County winning out. So I don't know if that's possible. That's an awful lot to ask, but it's nonetheless good first season for Joel Hoffman at Union County. Sure to be wrong statistics. Dylan Benedict for Centerville, 2 completions, 25 yards. He had 29 yards rushing. Chris Pritchett had 53 yards rushing on 13 carries. Reese Van Devender, the Subway player of the game, 110 yards on 15 carries and 2 touchdowns. Cody Witham, a couple of carries for a yard. Guy Rednauer had a carry for 0 yards. Peyton Van Winkle with a catch for 6. Cole Cooper with a catch for 19. For Northeastern, it was all Cole Redder. He was either catching or he was running it. He had 67 yards on 18 carries, plus 29 yards on 3 catches. That's about 96 yards of total offense. The rest of the team combined picked up 31 yards from Dylan McDaniel, negative 19 combined for Loftus and Fletcher on the ground, and 20-40 for Hayden Martin, Hunter Kirkland, and Quantrell Gammon through the air. So 71 yards of total offense for the rest of the team. Cole Redder with 96 by himself. So that'll do it for us. We will almost certainly be, I can't imagine we're anywhere else other than Centerville, Hagerstown. It'll be the de facto championship game. If we're not, they have an awfully small press box there. So if we're not there, we almost certainly would be Union County and Northeastern. For all of us here, I want to thank Bill for getting here and doing the camera. Appreciate that. 14-0 final score here. Centerville wins it. You've been listening to TEC Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.